We should never forget how young they were. 30 years ago, these three dared to confront an unimaginable evil.
Two different plot lines separated by 30 years intertwine a story of intrigue, mystery, and suspense. Hello there, as always, for ReelScreenReviews.com, I'm movie critic Nick Iacobucci, and our next movie review is The Debt. After months of delay and trying to find the correct release date, The Debt opened in wide release on Friday, August 31st, 2011, and it stars Academy Award winner Helen Mirren, Tom Wilkinson, Sam Worthington, Jesper Christensen, and Jessica Chastain. This film comes to us from director John Madden, the director of the Academy Award-winning Shakespeare in Love, as well as Captain Corelli's Mandolin, Proof, and Killshot. This time out, Mr. Madden teams up with a British dame, an Avatar action star, and one of the most compelling and versatile dramatic actors to bring us one of the year's more solid thrillers. Now, our story begins in the late 1990s, just a few years before the turn of the millennium, when startling news finds its way to two former military secret agents. Rachel and Stefan received word about one of their previous partners, and it is news that sends shivers down their spines and events into motion. Over the years, all three of the agents have come to be held in the highest regard by their countrymen and governments. It seems that back in 1966, these three were responsible for tracking down a very infamous and sought-after Nazi war criminal named Vogel in communist East Berlin. As this tale plays out, you begin to question the authenticity of the trio's statements, and with brilliant storytelling, the audience successfully bounces back and forth between two different timelines in one well-crafted story, all the while delivering credible surprises and all-around quality filmmaking. Well, people, this film is above average because of the strength of the acting performances across the board. Tom Wilkinson, Jessica Chastain, and Jesper Christensen bring nothing but three-dimensional characters and emotions to this tale, and now that I think about it, there isn't a weak performance in the entire film. I was also shocked how compelling Sam Worthington was in this feature. After seeing Avatar, Terminator, and Clash of the Titans, I was seriously beginning to think that he could only play one character. Then Helen Mirren is at a point in her career that matches Tom Hanks from the 1990s and William Hurt from the 1980s. That is to say that she can just do no wrong when it comes to stepping in front of the camera. She makes every role look effortless and easy, and though she doesn't do it here, she usually overshadows less talented actors. I think that the film's best scenes work in the past, but each of the storylines holds its own. This is a very decent thriller, and it's definitely above average, but it was really like they just couldn't get to the point soon enough in some scenes. Then a love triangle tries to make its way into The Debt about an hour into the plot, and it felt completely misplaced here. I felt that they should have been able to create enough of a main storyline to be compelling from start to finish. And though an altogether different genre, this is very similar to the recent Friends with Benefits, where the last third of the project unfortunately brings the whole film down one notch. The first act is tight and enthralling and gives way to an even more informative and entertaining second act. Then right when you're rounding third and headed for home, it almost kind of runs out of gas. Now, I love the idea of the flashback storytelling and the successful combination of the two tales in one movie. Another of the film's strongest points is how even though these are retired spies, they've almost become celebrities in status, and they actually live almost in constant fear every moment of every day, wondering if their secret is ever going to stay safe. I thoroughly enjoyed John Madden's work, however I do feel that he faltered a little bit in Killshot from just a few years ago. In the end, I believe that the best selling point of The Debt is that the movie is just so original. A solid filmmaker took very reliable source material, juggled two different time periods, and delivered a very credible melting pot of espionage and intrigue. The Debt came in at right around 1 hour and 45 minutes, and even though it moved along at a pretty good pace, I was just bored with it once or twice along the way. Still, a very favorable 3 stars out of 4, and remember people, I'm not always right, but only when it comes to the movies. And thank you for your attention.